Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. This is your love reading for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. So this is January 1st to the 15th. Happy New Year to one and all, and I hope that you all have a fantastic 2018. Let's have a look at what's coming in for Libra and love in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread. So Universe Spirit, show me what's coming in for Libra and love in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Show me what's coming in for Libra and love. Show me Libra and love in the first 2 weeks of January 2018 in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread. What's coming in for Libra? Show me Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. And love in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into three. 1, 2, 3. Collect it back up like so. And we're going to start laying the cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, so let's have a look at where your head is at the moment, Libra, concerning your love lives in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Well, the Ace of Swords is where your head is at. So the Ace of Swords can be soulmate relationships. It can be you found the one, you're certain. Some of you guys, your focus is on the truth with the Ace of Swords in the upright. Your focus is on, for some of you guys, possibly some of you Librans feel that you've found the one, you find the perfect partner with the Ace of Swords in the upright. But this Ace of Swords in the upright is all about breakthroughs and the truth. And around that, mentally and emotionally, how are you feeling towards the Ace of Swords? Oh, well, the moon. Alright, so mentally and emotionally, you might be feeling, moons, when they show up, they can mean depression, and they can mean anxiety, and they can mean fear. So your focus is on getting the truth for some of you Librans. And around that, mentally and emotionally, it might be that you don't, mentally and emotionally, how do you feel about this? Well, you might feel uncertain, you might feel trepidatious, you might feel nervous with that moon energy. And what's the reason for that? Well, because of the Three of Swords, heartbreak. This might be something that involves, well, if I find out the truth about a particular person, it's going to cause disruption, emotional upheaval, sadness, depression with that Three of Swords, or it might cause, you know, it might be that there's a third party situation with the Three of Swords because your focus is on getting the truth. Mentally and emotionally, you feel fearful, nervous, scared about that maybe with the moon energy, because it could be that it involves a third party situation. It might be that it's going to involve a great deal of hurt if you find out the truth with the Three of Swords. Might be that it'll involve some form of separation with that Three of Swords in the upright. What's going on around your present situation, Libra? Well, the situation is all about a relationship, Two of Cups. It's all about somebody that possibly means a great deal to you, because the Two of Cups is a soulmate card, so it represents a soulmate. Sometimes it can fall in line with the word twin flame as well, I guess, the two of Cups. But this is all about a relationship. The situation is about, for some of you, it's a heart-to-heart. The Two of Cups is, for some of you, this is a relationship that you feel in sync with, that you feel is the one, that you feel is for life, that you feel is emotionally important to you with that Two of Cups showing there. Around that, what's going on around that Two of Cups? Well, I feel that this is either what you're experiencing with the Four of Pentacles is somebody might be possessive, because the Four of Pentacles can mean possession, but the Four of Pentacles can also mean stinginess and meanness. So there's two ways you can look at a Four of Pentacles in terms of relationship. It's either that somebody is reluctant to move forward in a relationship. They might be reticent in terms of, you know, for example, somebody might have been a playboy or a playgirl for a long time. They might have not wanted to commit to relationships. That can be a Four of Pentacles individual. But your Four of Pentacles can also say, but I'm holding on to this person and I'm very, very possessive of them. So this is about a relationship. The situation is about a relationship, the Two of Cups energy, and around that what you're experiencing is the Four of Pentacles. This is either you being possessive of this individual, maybe Libra, or it could be somebody's possessive of you, or it could be that somebody's reticent and holding back. This can also be that somebody's being very private. And what's the reason for this Four of Pentacles? Because of the Chariot. I think that this is all about somebody who's trying to control, because two cards that represent control within the tarot, two of them anyway, of Chariot and Four of Pentacles. Chariot is all about controlling your emotions. I think the situation is about a relationship in which around that you guys are experiencing somebody who's very reticent and very reluctant with that Four of Pentacles. Somebody is very possessive and they tend to want to hold on to what is theirs. And I think it's because they're very controlled emotionally with that Chariot energy showing there. Around your hopes and desires. Well, the situation is about a breakup, the Tower, or a destabilisation of a relationship with the Tower. The Tower can also represent a revelation when you get this card. Towers usually show up when there is something that needs to be unveiled, whether this is an external thing the relationship needs to go, or whether this is a revelation that will change the relationship. It could change it for good, it could change it for bad. But around that, what are your hopes around the Tower? The Hanged Man is your hope. I think that the hope is to get somebody to look at something from a different perspective in this relationship, because the Hanged Man is about stasis and stagnation, but it's also about being able to look at a situation from a different perspective. I think the hopes are that the situation is all about revelation, I feel, with that Tower, or a massive change in a relationship. I think this is the situation. I think that your focus around your hopes is that something has to give with this Tower energy, and around that your hopes are that maybe if something rocks the relationship with the Tower, it will give this person a new perspective on this relationship here. Because I think that this person, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn you're dealing with. I think somebody's holding back from you, and I think it's because they are the Chariot. Now, the Chariot doesn't just mean to be emotionally self-controlled. It can also mean that there is a particular person around you who doesn't want love. What they're interested in is pursuing a relationship for anything other than love. Okay, with that Chariot energy, it can mean that somebody, well, I want a relationship, but I just want to have a bit of fun with the Chariot. Because the Chariot, if you get the Chariot and the Devil, it can be somebody who's pursuing pleasure. So it might be that you've got a bit of a player here. Certain player cards in the tarot can be Six of Pentacles. They can be Chariot cards when they show up. They can show up for a player energy around you. A Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords can show up for a player. But I think that you've got a player maybe around you. This person seems to be emotionally very reticent, I feel, with this Chariot. They're very in control of their emotions. But also I think that they've got a kind of, they're pursuing you for certain ideals, not necessarily love. And I feel that, you know, your focus around your hopes is about having a major shake-up in this relationship that's going to help someone to see you and the relationship from a different perspective. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Queen of Swords. I think that this person, I would read this person as being the Four of Coins, the Chariot, and the Queen of Swords. I think that this person is very emotionally distant. I think that you've got somebody around you, Libra, that might be emotionally detached. This is your card, though, the Queen of Swords. So it might be that you are looking to cut off from this person. Because I think that your focus around your hopes are, well, the relationship, it needs to go through some form of cleansing and upheaval, because maybe, just maybe, I'm hoping that if it does that, this person will be able to see me from another perspective because of the Queen of Swords energy. And I don't think it's because you're cold. I think it's, I probably wouldn't even read the Queen of Swords as being you in this reading. I would say because this person, it's another, you might be dealing with another air sign or an earth sign individual, Libra, but this person seems to be fairly detached emotionally. What's going on around your expectations of this situation? Well, the situation is about the world, and the world is all about drawing a conclusion or drawing something to a conclusion. It's also about higher learning and gaining a great deal of experience and knowledge in a situation. And around that, what are you expecting with the World card to come in? Well, you're expecting the Knight of Swords. You're expecting some form of drama to occur with the Knight of Swords energy. And what's the reason for that? Or you're expecting rapid change or drama. What's the reason for the Knight of Swords? Because of the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is all about being responsible. It's also about proposals. Okay, this is the type of person that says, okay, I'm going to start building something for the long term. So it might be that around your expectations, this isn't about, it might be that your focus is on drawing this situation to a close with the World card. And around that, if you were to tell this person, right, this is it, our time is up with the World energy in the upright, around that it might be that you're expecting that this person would soon start to incorporate some form of changes. But it could also be that you're expecting this person maybe not to be so happy, so you might be expecting some drama, because it would entail this person now having to take the relationship seriously with the Page of Pentacles energy. And especially if this person's very emotionally detached, they might be reticent to change. So the Four of Coins can show somebody who's reluctant to change their ways when they're involved. So if this is an uncommitted individual, they don't necessarily want to commit, perhaps because with the Chariot they're a little bit of a player. And it could be that around your hopes, well, that I'm focusing on there being some major upheavals and changes within this relationship, in which I'm hoping that this person will finally, with the Hanged Man energy, start to change his mind. Hanged Man in the upright can mean to change one's mind, start to see things from a different perspective, because it could either be because you're going to decide to kind of cut yourself off, or this person's detached. And around your expectations, well, your focus is on drawing something to a close, and around that you might be expecting that this person either changes rapidly, or it could be that you're expecting drama, because it's going to require that this person starts to act seriously, especially if they're the Chariot. I feel this person's kind of like a little bit of a player, not in pursuit of love, but more maybe in pursuit of fun, or in pursuit of passion rather than love. It might be, well, here the situation around my expectations is I'm going to draw something to a close, not necessarily the relationship, but I'm going to put my cards on the table with that World energy in the upright. And around that, yes, I am expecting drama, because it's going to require this person now to take this relationship seriously and to start acting seriously and being responsible in the relationship. What is the situation around your hidden factors? What is it that you can't see coming in, Libra? Well, the situation is about the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands can be about rapid changes. It can also be about moves, and it can also be about communication. Around that, what can you not see coming in? Well, the Six of Coins. I think that this person will start to invest a little bit more in you with that Six of Coins. So I'm seeing this as being, the situation is all about rapid changes with that Eight of Wands. Things starting to move. So Eight of Wands can be also new beginnings as well, because you start to see rapid movement, rapid increase, growth. So the situation might be around growth coming in. And around that, what you can't see coming in is that this person will start to perhaps pay more attention to you with that Six of Coins energy. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Knight of Wands. And I think that this person will now start to gain more momentum, because the Eight of Wands is all about the momentum. So the situation is about momentum gaining, I think, in this relationship for some of you Librans, in which what you'll experience is somebody starting to take notice of you more. They're starting to be more charitable to you with that Six of Coins in the upright, because of the Knight of Wands. They're very much, and you can see the Knight of Wands is facing that page as well, so they're in pursuit of a goal here. I think this person becomes more enthusiastic and more active and more interested with that Knight of Wands showing there. What's the immediate future for this situation, Libra? Well, the situation is about the Two of Coins, and that can be about somebody who's trying to make adjustments. It can be about somebody trying to make a decision, weighing things up. It can also be about somebody who's juggling two people. Around that situation of the Two of Coins, what is it you're going to experience in the immediate future? Well, I think that you're going to experience... See, Queen of Cups is a difficult card to interpret in terms of love, because sometimes the Queen of Cups can be somebody who decides that they need to do a bit more emotional introspection. It can also be a card of healing as well. So I think the situation is about somebody who's weighing things up, Libra. Alright, I wouldn't say this is another individual. It could be. It might be that the situation is about somebody, this person around you, weighing up two things, you and somebody else. It might be there's another person there, but I don't think it's that. I think that their situation is somebody who's weighing things up with that Two of Coins. And I think it's this Four of Coins, Chariot, and potentially Queen of Swords dude. I think this person's weighing things up, and I think around that, what you'll see coming in is this person is being... emotionally, I would say, responsible, probably, with that Queen of Cups energy showing there. This can also be there being more compassionate, maybe, with the Queen of Cups energy. And what's the reason for that? Well, no, it's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is passive energy. I think you're going to experience, I mean, this could be another individual, because High Priestesses are secret individuals. So it might be some of you guys, there is a third party situation going on. It could allude to this here. It might be that what you'll experience coming in as another individual, it might be that this person here is juggling two people, you and somebody else, is the situation. And it might be that what you see coming in as another individual might be somebody that this person's been hiding or keeping secret with the High Priestess. If it's not, that's not the case. It might be that this person is weighing things up, and around that weighing up, what you'd experience coming in is the Queen of Cups, somebody who does a lot of it. She's not in the reverse, no, but you'll find somebody who's doing, it might be that this person's trying to be more emotionally responsible, perhaps, with this Queen of Cups energy, and it might be because of the High Priestess energy. It might be because this person's been hiding something, or they've not really been telling you what's on their mind. The immediate future for this situation, Libra, the overall outcome, sorry, the situation is all about the Devil. So the Devil can represent a toxic relationship when you get this card. It can represent two people who are trapped in a relationship. It could be for money purposes. It could be because one of you is afraid to leave. You might feel that you're not going to find anyone else. This is the card of bondage. So I'm seeing some form of negative energy with that Devil card is the overall situation. And what is it you're going to experience overall in the first 2 weeks of January 2018 around that Devil energy? Well, you're going to experience the Five of Swords. I think that this is... see, the Devil can also mean that something turns bad. I'm seeing some toxic energy here is the situation. And around that, I think that you're experiencing, it's potentially, if this is another person, it might be what you're experiencing around this Devil is, maybe this is you, Libra, looking to cut this person out with somebody else with the Five of Swords. Or it could be maybe with that Five of Swords, what you're experiencing around this toxic situation is somebody who's taking advantage. It could be of you and another individual, especially if this is somebody else. And what's the reason for the Five of Swords? I think somebody wants to move on with the Six of Swords energy. So I think that the situation with the Devil is a negative situation in the overall outcome. So the overall situation will be something that is negative with the Devil energy, because around that, the overall outcome is the Five of Swords. So around that negative energy, what you're going to experience is the Five of Swords. And I think that for some of you guys, this relationship is being cut or abandoned with that Five of Swords energy. It's either that somebody's causing arguments or disruption within the relationship because they want to move on. Because the Five of Swords can be a card of conflict. So it might be that some of you guys are going to experience some conflict, or somebody's causing conflicts in this relationship because they want to move on, or somebody's looking to make some form of a cut because they want to move on. Okay, I don't think it's you. I think it might be the other person that will want to do this, potentially. We'll go through this reading again, Libra. First 2 weeks of January 2018, what I'm seeing is that your focus is on getting the truth, the Ace of Swords. Getting that clarity that you need with the Ace of Swords showing there. And around that truth, mentally and emotionally, you're feeling rather anxious. I feel with the Moon energy showing here. Very anxious, I would say, with the Moon energy. Up and down. Emotionally, you know, emotionally up and down with that Moon energy. Because the situation either involves severance or a third party situation or some form of trouble. Conflict, could be argument with the Three of Swords energy showing there. Because in your present situation, the situation is about a relationship, possibly a very strong emotional bond that you, or connection you have to another individual. But around that connection, what you're experiencing is somebody who's very reticent to do this. They seem to hold back from this connection with you, because I feel that they are the Chariot. It might be that they're a Cancerian, or it could be Libra, that this person's not in the relationship for love. It might also be that this person holds back because they have some form of internal struggle going on with that Chariot energy. So the Chariot, when it comes to struggles, because you've got the two Sphinxes, this person's being pulled between two opposing forces. They don't know whether to go left or go right. So it might be this person around this situation of this connection you have with this individual. What you're experiencing is somebody who's not opening up to you with the Four of Pentacles energy. This person's very reticent. And if they're not opening up to you with the Four of Pentacles, or they're being very private and they're not saying how they feel about this, it might be because they're going through some form of an internal struggle with the Chariot as to whether they want to move forward with this or move in another direction. Your hopes are, well, the situation is all about the Towers. Your focus is on having some huge upheaval in this relationship, because, or some massive revelation within this relationship, Libra. And around that, what you're hoping for is that this person finally starts to see things in a different light. So I think this is more about this, you're focusing on getting everything off your chest, or getting everything out in the open, especially if this person is holding back because they're going through some form of an internal struggle. I feel that this Tower energy is really saying, well, my focus is on us getting everything out in the open with the Tower energy, no matter how difficult that might be, because my hopes are that this situation will develop in terms of this person starting to change. In the upright, this is somebody who won't sacrifice. In the reverse, in the upright, this is about somebody surrendering and starting to be enlightened and feel enlightened. It's almost like you're hoping that somebody starts to change with that Hanged Man. You start to see slow changes with the Hanged Man energy, because it's either that you will probably threaten with that Queen of Swords to cut this individual out, or this person's being very emotionally distant and detached from you. And this is also, you know, well, my hopes are that if we have this revelation, this heart-to-heart talk, this full-on, honest, you know, communication with the Tower energy, that we finally start to change this situation. This person starts to understand, maybe with the Hanged Man in the reverse, where I'm coming from. Because this person's being very detached from me, or because I'm going to decide to cut off from them, or because simply I want the truth. And the Queen of Swords can also mean somebody who's in two minds. So this person might be giving mixed messages. So with the hand, the Queen of Swords says, come hither. But with the sword, they say that far. So it might be that you're hoping that this person starts to change, because the Hanged Man is a card effectively about change, because this person's been giving me mixed messages as well with this Queen of Swords energy. Around your expectations, well, your focus is on the world. And this is about drawing things to a conclusion. I'm not saying it's ending things completely, but it's definitely drawing things to a conclusion. And whichever way that plays out for you, it plays out for you. But I feel that around that you're expecting drama with that Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords energy. Alright, you're expecting drama from this person. This person's going to be very kind of restless, because the Knight of Swords is a very restless character. So you're expecting some form of drama from this person, because it involves this person now having to act responsibly. They're having to, the Page of Pentacles is somebody who looks to the long term. So they might take their time, but they've got a long term goal. So this would be a loyal partner, would be the Page of Pentacles. They'd be coming from a place of loyalty and dedication. They're like the Knight. So you're expecting drama. If you draw things, the situation is focusing on getting the conclusion that you need in this situation, Libra, your expectation will be, well, around this conclusion, I'm going to expect drama from this individual, because I require this person to act more responsibly, and to act like they really want this with me, to act like we've got a long-term future, like we can start building on this future with the Page of Pentacles energy showing there. What you can't see coming in is some form of a rapid change, some form of rapid growth with that Eight of Wands energy. And around that, for some of you guys, it might be, if this person's not been around much, the situation will be about rapid, you know, quick communication coming in. And around that, it might be that some of you guys, this person's asking you out to dinner. Six of Coins can be a card where somebody's asking you to go out to dinner. But it'll only be because of the Knight of Wands. They're in for a quick hit. Possibly sex, one night stand. For some of you guys, it could be rapid change, rapid growth with the Eight of Wands, because what you'll see coming in, what you don't know coming in, is the Six of Coins. This person's going to give you some of their time. They're going to be very charitable to you. But it's only because they're in pursuit of something here with the Knight of Wands. Maybe if you've given them an ultimatum somewhere in the reading, it sort of gets them all interested and enthusiastic again with the Knight of Wands energy. The immediate future, well, I feel that this is possibly The situation is somebody is not just juggling one person, you. I think this person is juggling another individual. There's two ways to look at this. The immediate future, it can be that this person here, the Four of Pentacles, Chariot, and possibly Queen of Swords person, which I think is all the same person, it'll either be the situation is this person's juggling you and somebody else. And around that, what you'll see coming in is that there's another individual. Could be a water sign, female or male. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, doesn't have to be. And this might be because they've been keeping this person hidden for quite a while with the High Priestess. It could also be that this person is weighing things up. And around that, what you'll see coming in is that this person's trying to be, I don't know, emotionally responsible with that Queen of Cups energy. They might even try being a little bit caring, maybe because they've been so aloof with you, with the High Priestess energy showing there. But I think the overall outcome shows the situation to be a rather negative one with that Devil energy showing there. Because around that, what you'll experience is either this person who's trying to cut you out, or this person who's being manipulative, or very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very confrontational, I would say, perhaps, with this Five of Swords energy. And that confrontational element within this individual could be that they start saying nasty things to you, which the Five of Swords can say, to lower your confidence, to make you feel bad about yourself, all of that type of thing. And why is that? They might be pursuing other things. They might want to move on, but they might also think, well, there's something else out there that's better for me to look at. They might want to break on the relationship with the Six of Swords. I would say within this reading, Libra, if you have such a person like this around you, be very careful around this individual. Because I just feel that this person is causing you, if this resonates with any of you Librans, I just feel that this person is causing you a great deal of heartache, and they're causing you a great deal of distress. And I almost feel in the reading that you're trying so hard to get this person to commit or to be the way that you want to be. But I think that this person that I'm looking at can only do this for a certain amount of time. I don't think that this person can do this long term, because I just don't feel it's within their nature. And it might be that they're the type of person that's always causing some form of disruption or argument so that they can get away with that Six of Swords. For some of you guys, this person will create, because you'll see negative energy as a situation with the Devil energy, toxic situation, possibly even abuse, with the Devil card as the situation there. And around that, what you'll experience is this person's trying to lower your confidence because they are out of the door. They want to move. They want to, one of them, the person might want to move on, or they might just want to, they've got a distraction with that Six of Swords. Might be because this person's distracted at the moment, and it could be with the Queen of Cups, for example. Alright, somebody that they've kept hidden for a while. So this person might want to have a little bit of a break, or they might be distracted, so they might cause some form of problem so that they can get away for a little while. So they've got a reason to leave the room or to leave the relationship for a week or two, or a day or two, or whatever it is. I would just be careful of an individual here, I would say, for some of you. Only if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, then great. I'm glad it doesn't. If it resonates with you guys, some of you guys, I would say just be careful of this person, because I think that you're putting in a lot of more effort than this person is, and I think that they know that. I think that this person knows that, Libra. Alright, take care of yourself first, because I think that this person has the potential to give some of you guys a really hard time in the first 2 weeks of January, and possibly moving forward after that. Alright, that's your reading, Libra. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe for your first 2 weeks in January 2015. Love reading, and I'll speak to you guys on your live spread readings. Take care, God bless, bye-bye.